Hello, Pisces. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope you're doing well. This is your message from your ancestors as of November 11th, 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have Pisces in any of those placements, odds are there's a little message in this reading for you. Also, keep in mind that this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It's just means it's meant for another Pisces watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Check out your other placements. And please try to keep in mind, I'm a Gemini. My ruling planet, Mercury, is in retrograde. So if I fumble my way through your reading, please forgive me ahead of time. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Piscean collective now for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What message do the ancestors have for Pisces? What message do the ancestors have for Pisces? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Hope. The bottom of the deck, you have gratitude. And then you have faith. What a pretty message. Hope. Have hope. Have faith. Be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for what you've gone through. Be grateful for this transformative time in your life. Tell me more about this here for Pisces. Why is hope their message from their ancestors at this time? One more shuffle. Thank you. I feel like when you get to where you're going to be very grateful for the change in your life, the transformation in your life. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Right behind faith, we have abundance. Okay. Not every card in that deck is a good, I shouldn't say is a good card, but has a positive meaning. All of yours here are positive. So tell me about this hope. So when you get there, you'll be grateful for the change. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I also noticed like this is like a crown. It looks like it's about to like fall on this person's head. And I don't mean fall, hit them. I mean like be placed on their head. So this is kind of like emperor or empress in the making kind of vibe, right? Transforming. I said emperor, empress in the making. We have the emperor. Well, there you go. And he's wearing a crown. And he's wearing a crown in this photo, in this card. The emperor, the 9 of swords, judgment, and the 3 of wands. Bottom of the deck, 2 of pentacles, 2 of wands, 7 of wands. Oh, don't resist. Don't resist a new beginning. I know you can't see where you're going and you're nervous and there's a lot of anxiety here, but have hope. Have hope where you're going. Maybe that's what this message is for, is to encourage you to have hope and not to resist a change or not to be so afraid of it. You're stepping into the role of the emperor or empress. So something you went through really transformed you. Tell me more about this here for Pisces. Made you stronger, right? The emperor is wearing armor. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 9 of wands made you stronger. 4 of cups and 3 of cups. Bottom of the deck, 10 of swords. Whew. There's the empress. There's the 8 of swords. 10 of pentacles. So the ending or endings that you have gone through in your life, there's something like you can't see it now. You're wounded. You're weary. Your ancestors are well aware of this, okay? You're wounded, you're weary. There are days you don't know if you can go on. There are days you don't know if you can continue. There are days you're not very interested in life. You're not interested in the new beginning. Sometimes you wonder why things couldn't have just stayed the way they were. Why can't they go back to that? But what you're not seeing is celebration. But it won't be until you get there. Really understanding why your life had to transform in this way, right? Why the job fired you, why the marriage fell apart. It's whatever difficulty this has been for you, it's like you won't know until you get there. And then it's almost like celebrating the ending, even though when the ending occurred or while you're going through it, you're like, this is the worst thing on the planet. When you come out of it, that's when you're like, you know what? I'm going to give a toast to that ending. It's almost like you're going to be grateful for the ending. I just think right now you can't see it. Like in the 9 of swords, the individual has their hand over their eyes. I just don't think I think you're very worried about the new beginning. What is life going to look like without this person? What does this life look like in another job, in another industry? What does life look like after I graduate college? Like, I don't know what this is for you. I just see some trepidation. There's a sense here of feeling nervous about the new beginning. And part of you at times almost wishing like you can go back. but going back isn't the answer. I think that door is closed for most of you, to be quite honest. And although I don't think you're resisting the new beginning, I just think that you are very concerned about it. Tell me about judgment. Tell me about judgment here. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands, Ace of Wands. So judgment here. Judgment here, whether you want to call it God, universe, source. I feel like the universe stepped in. I think there was something here in your life that you weren't going to truly ever walk away from. I hate to say that to you. That's the feeling that I'm getting. I feel like you had a tower moment in your life. It was probably one that you didn't expect, probably one you didn't want. If you haven't experienced that big of a shakeup in your life, Pisces, I think it's coming. The judgment here has been made. I'm going to clarify this even further for you. It's almost like because you failed to move in a particular direction, there was a tower here that, I don't know, I'm feeling a tower. Tell me more about judgment. I feel like the tower was mercy. I feel like the universe had to step in to wipe this away from you. So you move in a new direction. Tell me more about that. One more shuffle. Thank you. The tower. I'm clarifying the tower, which isn't on the table. And it's clarified by the tower. So I knew I was feeling it. The tower, the Wheel of Fortune, oh my God, and the Ace of Cups. So there was a situation, environment, or connection in your life, maybe even several. You either resisted moving on from it, or you resisted changing, meaning you left it, the relationship, but then you entered the same relationship the same way. So there was like no growth. So either the situation, environment, or connection wasn't growing and you were stuck, or you were repeating something over and over again and not fully growing and like changing. Whatever it was, it's like the universe had to come in to stop the cycle. It was like full stop, tower to the Wheel of Fortune. We are not continuing either showing up this way anymore, or we are not continuing showing up in that anymore. And I think now, even now, you're starting to realize like that wasn't the healthiest thing for you, whether it was like internal to you, the way you were showing up, or external to you, that person, place, or thing that you were engaging with. But I still think, even if you are aware of that part, I still think that you are nervous about, well, what comes next? What comes next? And I feel like you have a couple of different messages here. I think what comes next is actual happiness. And I think your ancestors want to tell you to have hope that happiness is coming. And there's also a message here about you will be thankful when you get there about why that tower moment happened. You may not see it or understand it now. So 3 of Wands, where's Pisces heading? Ace of Pentacles, the new beginning. New beginning, new opportunity. That's the only card that fell face up, so it's the only card that I'm taking. So you're headed towards a new beginning. And the Ace of Pentacles is being held by like the hand of God or the hand of the universe. So again, I feel like that tower came in to knock that down. So now God could give you, universe, source could give you a new opportunity, a new direction. And some of you aren't fully there yet. It's like you got to go through the doorway. So maybe for some of you, there's like 1 or 2 last things you have to tend to. But it's letting you know that it's waiting for you. So if you're going through this now, have hope that the new beginning is solid and structured and stable. Okay? It's waiting for you. The judgment call was made. We're wiping that out. Do you have to deal with the fallout? You do. Will it make you stronger? It will. Do we have something new waiting for you on the other side? Abso-freaking-lutely. So for some of you, this message is just to give you hope that after this collapses, there is something new waiting for you. For others of you, you can see the doorway, but you're not quite yet through it. You're wounded and you're making your way towards it, but there are some things you still have to wrap up. It's still giving you the message to have hope. There is something better waiting for you. When you get to the other side, you'll understand why that had a collapse. King of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, Magician, and the 3 of Pentacles. Oh my God. I mean, if this was a relationship that ended, you have a partner waiting for you on the other side. It's a relationship that's reciprocal. I give 3 Pentacles, you give 3 Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 3 Pentacles. We work on the relationship together. If this is a business that is falling apart, you have another business partner here waiting for you. Whatever it is that you're going through, you have someone, professional, platonic, or romantic, that is equal to you, that will work on the new with you. The new job, the new living situation, the new relationship. So I asked where you're headed. That's where you're headed. Oh my God. And that's the truth. Ace of Swords. So have the courage and strength to move through this. I feel like Archangel Michael here is bringing someone here onto your path. And like I said, could be the new boss, the new living situation, the new friends, the new lover, a friend who becomes like a family member. Don't resist the beginning. Don't be so afraid of it. Don't be so afraid of it, because there's something really great. Have faith. There's abundance here waiting for you. Ace of Pentacles is the opportunity to get to the Ten of Pentacles, and judgment has already been called that you are receiving the Ten of Pentacles, or at least the opportunity to create it. So tell me about this gratitude part. So have the hope that the Ace of Pentacles is there. Don't be so worried about where you're going, where you're heading, what are you going to do. I feel like it will all be revealed to you step by step, okay? Tell me about the gratitude. It's like when you get there, when you're reborn, when you have this new start, when you have this new person, when you have this new opportunity, you'll be like, thank God that ended. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about the gratitude. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Swords, Six of Wands, Hermit. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords, Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. You can't see it now. You can't see it now, but when you get to that new beginning, that new direction, that new job, new relationship, whatever this is for you, when you get there, you will be a hell of a lot wiser than you are now. When you receive that offer, that opportunity, when that comes in for you, there is victory there. And I think the gratitude comes from, because I asked about the gratitude, it's like you'll know what real victory is. You'll know what a real job is like, what running a real business is like, what being in a real relationship is like, a real partnership, a real friendship, a real romantic connection. It's like then you're like, oh, now I see why that had to end. This is nothing like this. This is beautiful. God, I'm so glad that didn't work out. You can't see it now, but that's what's coming your way. I think your message is the shortest out of all of them. But yeah, this is definitely a message from your ancestor. Have faith, have hope. The new chapter, whatever's restarting here in your life, it will be different. It will be more aligned to you. And you will understand why that past thing had to end. What is burning away there? Oh, the candle. Oh, what's burning away? That old chapter, the old relationship, whatever that was. I take everything I do in a reading as a sign. So yeah, it's like it's being burned down. It's supposed to. Let it. Don't resist it. Let it go. The news is going to be so much better. 3 cards of advice here. And now the smoke just stopped. Isn't that odd? 3 cards of advice here. I don't know if the camera picked that up. 3 cards of advice here. Closing messages for Pisces. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. 10 of Swords. When you receive that new offer, you're going to be so glad. I'm telling you, you're going to be so glad that that ended. 4 Swords, the Hierophant, the 8 of Swords. I know you can't see it now. 8 of Swords, the Chariot, the Ace of Wands. I know you can't see it now. But when you're there and you understand what real victory and success looks like in a partnership, in a job, again, whatever this is for you, you're going to be so glad that the universe stepped in and did something that you were reluctant to do. You were reluctant to leave that, or this could even be like a habit within yourself where you were reluctant to change it. And then something happens and it forces you to change it. It forces you to, I don't know, quit smoking, or I don't know what this is for you. And I'm not predicting that this will be something coming up in the future. I feel like I tapped into a group of you where it has already happened, or you're in the middle of it happening, or it literally will, you know it's coming type of thing, right? You're very intuitive. So, within the next week or two, this tower is going to collapse. I don't feel like I'm projecting anything out a month now or 6 months from now in terms of that tower. It either has happened, it is happening, or you can feel the rumble already. So regardless of where on the journey you are, where on the timeline you are for the Piscean collective, when you get to where you're going, you're going to know success and abundance and victory like you never have before. And you will be most grateful that this ended. That is what I have for you, Pisces. That is your message from your ancestors. Have hope, have faith. Brighter days are coming. Don't give up on you. Don't resist the change, and keep forging forward. The best is definitely yet to come. That is what I have for you. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.